Hi guys, so today I'm getting ready to take my current foster kittens on a short road trip. So I thought I would show you how I'm packing for them, the things I'm taking, and how I'm planning on caring for them while I'm gone. So I hope this helps you if you have to take foster kittens on a road trip, and let's get into it. Before I start this video, I just want to talk again about how I leave Arwen when I have to go away. And here, conveniently, she's eating. This is her food dispenser. It is scheduled for different times during the day so that food is dispensed at those times. And that's what I do when I'm away. This thing, every time she hears it dispense food, she comes running, even if she just ate. The other thing I'm gonna do is just to clean this water bowl out and refill it, and this will also give her water. It automatically refills when there's some missing, and here she comes to check that out too. And of course I will scoop her litter boxes before I leave. The first thing I want to talk about is food. So my current fosters are weaning right now. So I'm going to be taking 3 kinds of food. This is the formula that they've been on, and I'm feeding them wet food and offering formula afterwards. And I'm taking a case of wet food just to make sure I have enough. I'm not really sure how much they'll eat, especially when they get further into the weaning process. I'm also taking dry food because I'm hoping to start them on that this weekend as well. The next thing I'll be taking are dishes. So like I said, I'm bottle feeding partly still. So this is my bottle. I still have formula in it because I'm going to feed them again before we leave, but I just have, the standard bottle with the top on it. I also have extra nipples and the bottle brush in case I need to clean it. For their wet food and dry food, this is what I normally use for their wet food. There's 2 sides to it, so it makes it easier for all 3 of them to eat at once. So I'll usually put the wet food in here. But I'm also planning on starting them on water. So I'm taking some smaller dishes to see what they like best for that. They have showed some interest in this little glass bowl for some reason, so I'm going to experiment with that this weekend. And then for mixing the formula, I'm just taking a plastic cup and some spoons. And this lid goes on a can of wet food. I found it really helpful for food that I have to save because they aren't really eating a whole can at once necessarily. I'm also taking a water bottle. This will be partly for their drinking water if I need it when I don't have access to other water. And it'll be partly for cleaning up messes in case they make a mess in the car and I need to clean it up quickly. That's because I don't have baby wipes right now. If you do have them, you can use organic scent-free baby wipes. I'm also taking some grooming supplies. They're grooming mostly by themselves, but just in case I need it, a little brush and comb. This brush is specifically for small kittens. The ends of the bristles are soft and almost rubbery, so it won't hurt them that much, but it'll help to groom them. And then this little comb. I also want to get them used to getting their nails clipped, so I'm taking my cat nail clippers. So speaking of cleaning up, I'm going to be taking some supplies that I wouldn't necessarily use at home. So I'm taking puppy pads with me, and I like to take these with me when I'm going to be feeding the kittens in someone else's house because it cuts down on the mess and I can just throw them away instead of having to do laundry because that's not always an option. So I'm just taking a couple of those. I'm also taking cleaning cloths, like I said. These are just some thin and soft cloths that I can use to wipe them up after they eat. Again, like I said, I don't have baby wipes right now, so that's what I'm using. And then I'm just taking some plastic grocery bags, and that is for if I do need to throw away puppy pads or if I do have laundry that just can't be laying out because it's smelly. So that's what I'm going to use that for. I will be taking the playpen. I'm not sure how often I'll be able to have it set up because we are going to be in a camper, but I'm going to take some blankets for that and for obviously their carrier and if I'm feeding them. Sometimes they like to be wrapped up while they're bottle feeding. I also have a bigger stack over here, but this is just to show you. And then I'm taking some different types of toys. This is crinkly. They're starting to play with toys more now, so I'm going to take some different options. Here are a few of them. These were actually given to me by my aunt. She had some stuffed animals like this that she couldn't use. They're new, and I thought they might be good for kittens. They'll probably like to bunny kick these. I am going to be taking the smaller carrier since it's a few hour trip and there's going to be 6 of us in the car already, and plus the 3 kittens. But I have kind of made a way for it to work a little better. I was worried about not having a litter box in there for 2 or 3 hours, so I'll show you what I did. This blanket in here is actually a pillowcase that came with a large blanket that I've been using for them, but it fits perfectly in here, so I'm using it as kind of a blanket. And then this is just a cardboard food tray, but it's not the bigger food tray because that wouldn't fit in here. But the case of food I showed earlier, that's what this is. I just cut off some of the walls and taped the bottom up a little bit and filled it with litter. I know this isn't ideal for a litter box. It's pretty small, but I'm hoping it'll cut down on the mess. It's just a couple hours, so I think they'll be fine in there. I would rather have it a little bit small in there than have no litter box and have them track nasty stuff everywhere and have to give them a bath when I get there. So I did forget to mention one other thing that I'll be taking. I'll be taking my scale. It's getting harder to weigh them because they're so squirmy and don't want to sit still. But I will be taking it so I can kind of monitor how their weight is doing. I have an app that I'm currently using to monitor their weight, and I'm going to have a kind of demo of that coming out at some point, so you can watch for that. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it helped you if you are having to take your foster kittens on a road trip. I'm nervous to see how this is going to go, but I think I have everything, and we'll have a lot more space once we actually get there, so that'll be good. Also, sorry if you keep hearing like thunder and rain, but it is thundering and raining, and I can't do much about that because, like I said, we're about to leave and I don't really have another time that's convenient for me to film this. So comment below and tell me how you get your foster kittens ready for a road trip, or even your pet cat. Do you take your pet cat with you on a road trip? Let me know that in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.